Hey guys, John Lux here, back with our blind playthrough of The Cat Lady. Just adjusting my own volume real fast. Jack is with me, he's rubbing his face against everything available. So last time we found out that the Eye of Adam, well, who they might actually be. And now we're in potentially... It switched to midnight, and now we're in that apartment. So now we get to see what is going on. Can I leave? No. Fish tank. Examine. I don't like the look of that water. There isn't a single fish in the tank. I don't have any items at the moment, which is odd. Right? No map, no Mitzi, no... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then what is this?
Just look at this door. Crazy son of a bitch. That's not gonna stop us.
Right?
I think there's someone in the kitchen.
Well... Right, so this door... I mean, it looks like it's trapped, kind of. Right? Also, it talks about, like, the suicide signs, right? Like, you go in there and then it's your own risk.
Are you Adam?
Me? No, of course not. I don't have anything to do with all this foolishness. Never have. It's my son. I've told him time and time again, but he never listens. I've done my best to protect that boy, you know. I'm all he's got left in the world since his mama died, but it just wasn't enough.
Where is he then? Where's Eye of Adam?
He's in his room. Where else would he be? He's always in his room, staring at that screen for as long as he can.
Who put the note on the door?
I've made up my mind about this. I want to help you. This mess he's in, it's gone too far. I can't be part of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't understand. He's watching us. Right now, he can see us on his camera. He's very clever with this stuff. I never got my head around it. Just as much as I needed to, I guess. But not a lot.
Give us the key to his room. I want to talk to him.
Look, it's a trap. He knows why you're here, and he will kill you. Both of you. But he will not kill me. He won't dare. All these years. I've looked after him well. He owes me everything. It breaks my heart to do this now. What choice do I have? He left me this. I was supposed to keep it for myself, but I want you to take it. He won't dare to kill his own father, and I won't let 2 innocent lives be lost because of him.
What is it?
Just take the damn thing. There's not much time. Didn't you hear me? He's watching.
He's gonna kill the dad. Let me pause for a second. I don't think there's a timer, but you never know. So who put the note on the door, first of all? Secondly, I almost would have rathered it be the old dude, because that makes more sense, you know? Like he's getting towards the end of his life, and he's like, it was all worthless, it was all meaningless, blah, blah, blah. You know? Though, to be fair, I mean, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Presumably the dad's going to die. It's entirely possible both Mitzi and I will die, but will... I mean, then again, is it what the eye of Adam wants people to kill themselves, I think. Not to be killed, right? It's a voluntary self-termination, right? Although then again, he's put warning signs up and stuff. Right, Jack? I don't know. Don't leave. You're in my lap, being cute. Oh, you left. That's how it goes. You have to enjoy the petting while it lasts. This kind of bugs me because this feels like it's supposed to be the dramatic thing, but my impression of the game so far, I was thinking about this on the way home today, which was, it feels very similar to Fran Bow, actually. So if you like this game, definitely check out Fran Bow. I've enjoyed this game, but it's not as it's not really about Susan, I guess. So I guess I could maybe say that it's similar to like TV shows, like a season, right? This game has like 7 chapters. Each chapter is something different. It's its own story, sort of. And then there are similarities, like they all have the same characters, kind of, but it's not. The focus is the individual stories, not the overarching story for the whole game. It's closer to like TV today, and I don't watch TV today, but my experience with, like, you know, shows on Netflix or whatever, it's more about the overall story, but you have to have a focus for each moment, which is what the episode is, as opposed to something like, you know, Star Trek Next Generation, or more accurately, I'd say this is similar to more like Voyager, right? Which is the overarching story is like a framework to hang each individual story on. Because in this game, it's dealt more with Mitzi than it has with Susan. I still suspect Mitzi's gonna be one of the parasites. But who knows? I don't know. It just feels... I wanted it to be more of an overarching story, not a episodic story that is so-so. I mean, it's like... Maybe I'm not doing a good job of explaining this, but it doesn't feel like the game as a whole is necessarily leading to anything. You know? The parasites are their own self-contained stories, more or less. If anything, it feels like it's Mitzi's game, or Mitzi's story, not Susan's. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still having fun. I'm invested in the characters, but it's like similar to Fran Bow. Fran Bow was actually, you know, as I played it, I'm like, this game feels like it was released in chapters, like in episodes. That's kind of how this feels as well. It doesn't feel like it was all done at once. It doesn't feel like it was all done. It's kind of like, it doesn't feel like the characters led the story. It feels like the writers were like, well, we need to get the characters to this point. How do we get them there? You know? So, anyway. Take box, that's all we could do.
What is it, Mrs. A?
Ugh, cat hair.
It's a shoebox.
Take it away. Get rid of it. He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
It's a cardboard shoebox. It's a gas mask?
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly. It's a gas mask. He's going to poison us.
Run. Right, the wires. Oh, oh, the fish tank. You better go.
It's too late.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Give it to Missy.
Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam. You're going to kill your father.
We'll never make it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly. Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
What about you? No, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
No, I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway. And you've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live and you'll be happy again. You've been a great friend, Mrs. A.
Give mask to Missy.
No. You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue. I'll be fine. Now. Do it!
Will we? Will we be fine? Or achievement unlocked, sacrifice.
Mitzi, think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
So let's say she is actually immortal. Will she just keep waking up inside the gas? Oh, right, that explains why we're in the field. The other thing is hang on, I need a drink. That was not great. That cough. Here's Jack. See, you can't stay away. Most people think they're like, oh, it's a gas mask, you just put it on, no problem. No. First off, it has to be fitted properly. Like, there's a reason you train for it in the military. And even then, you don't really train well, because your first response as like in a panic situation is to take a deep breath in. You're like, right? You're supposed to train to stop, don't breathe, don't even take a deep breath in. You hold your breath, you shut your eyes, because the gas burns usually as well. And then you put the mask on and tighten it down. And then you push it against your face. And then you exhale sharply. So exhaling, because you're going to have mask inside, or gas inside the mask as well. And so pushing it expels some of the air, which creates a vacuum, which creates a seal. And also, when you breathe out, it expels the gas. So then when you take a deep breath in, you'll probably get some gas, to be honest, but it shouldn't be as bad. And then assuming it's an actual gas mask, and assuming the gas is not a, like I think halon or some of the fire systems, they destroy oxygen or absorb oxygen, so a gas mask won't actually help. You need air. Where are you going? Okay, there goes Jack. So yeah, it really depends, but yeah, so there you go. If you get caught and you need a gas mask, that's how you put it on. Also, glasses won't work. Got to take the glasses off because they prevent. It needs to be an airtight seal. I see the car and stuff. Is this her apartment? Was it all BS?
Welcome home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long.
Oh, really?
Let's go inside. I have one last job for you. There are still 2 candles left, Susan. You know how this works. A soul for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle, and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again. Isn't that what you want? But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished forever. Just take a deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision.
True.
Haven't you learned that yet?
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair. You opened your heart talking to that doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open.
Was that what it was?
The way your husband treated you. The way your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different. You did not deserve all that, and yet it happened. Am I forgetting something? Oh, yes.
Here we go.
Of course.
Mitzi.
Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up! Just shut up, you ugly bitch! Now I know who you really are.
Me?
All those feelings that I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years. You, always there, always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through. I let you take control of my life. I believed it was right to feel like this. But not any longer. This ends here.
Then blow out the candle.
Yeah. When she was like, I know who you are, this and this and that, I'm like, are we not supposed to choose? Is it a false choice? I mean, who knows? It could be real. Left, right, or refuse. Oh, there goes Jack. My thought is refuse. Like, Ender's Game. Right? There is no right choice. Either way you choose... Either way you choose, you're gonna lose. Although either way it could bite you in the ass. Yeah, the whole parasite thing. It's very odd. This whole thing is just odd. Like, this is kind of what I mean. It doesn't feel like an overarching thing. Like the candles, you know, because I died a bunch of times in the cannibal thing. Which is silly. So, I don't know. But the Queen of Maggots is Susan, I guess. So is it all in her head? Also, there's 2 more candles on the right side there. I mean, I assume the Queen of Maggots is an actual thing. I don't know. We'll refuse, we'll see what happens, and then we'll, you know.
No, I won't. I'm done playing your stupid little games. You won't tell me what to do anymore. I am stronger than you. I can close my eyes and you'll be gone.
Blow out the candle.
It's time to say goodbye, sister. I'm not gonna miss you.
You will never leave this place without me. You need me. We are one.
No. Tomato. You were thinking about a tomato, right?
Where's the guy?
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I. But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really thinking of onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry. What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone knows cats have 9 lives. So do cat ladies, apparently. But this time, I feel there won't be second chances.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm down to 1 last life now. I can't afford to waste it.
You are such a nutter, Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, alright?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
This is it. His room is through that door. It's time to face the eye of Adam.
Is he in a wheelchair? Like,
what are we waiting for? Let's do it.
like, why is there a chair in the shower? Because that was my... I guess my first thought was, oh, it's not an actual... Like, he's not actually there. It's actually Mitzi or something like that. Like, I don't know, man. See, this is a weird semi-twist because I think the Queen of Maggots is real, but I don't know. okay, let's say we do go through there and we don't see the Queen of Maggots anymore. That actually makes me kind of sad because it was an interesting character. The Queen of Maggots, I mean. Like, not God, not devil. You know, regret personified or something. I don't know. Sort of the weird Faustian bargain. You know, that was interesting. But then it's like, no, you're just a part of me. Like, that's very cliched. And also, it doesn't make any sense because if the Queen of Maggots isn't real, then how is she getting revived? Unless all this is in her head, you know, which it could be. But that would be dumb also if it was actually, oh, now there's a second twist where no, she's actually dying. It's like, I'd rather have the Queen of Maggots be real. Like a real thing, and then refusing, you know, you could agree to play her game, and then, you know, whatever, and it turns out one way, and then you refuse and it turns out a different way. You know, at the end you're judged. You still get to live maybe or something, but then it's like, nope, this is who you are. You create the person you are or something. I don't know. The Eye of Adam. Do we want to save again? That's not a bad idea. Right, because there's no second chances. Unless they're going to do something like in the cannibal place where you screw up and it sort of puts you back to the last checkpoint. Who are all these people? Kickstarter backers? Yep, he's in a wheelchair.
You're the Eye of Adam? A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid?
Of course.
Is this a joke? Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me? You fucking murderer!
Where'd she get the gun from?
Tonight it's your turn to die. I'm gonna paint this room with your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile. I swear to God I'll do it. Well, nothing to say? Nothing at all? Aren't you going to beg for your sad little life? Say something! Anything!
Was this intentional? Like, he was...
Let's see. Where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do.
I mean, was this the Eye of Platinum's suicide?
You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand. Beg for forgiveness, you scum. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do you? Oh, I've dreamt of this moment for so long.
Look at this man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room.
He's already
I
dead?
think he's paralyzed.
Oh.
That's impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it.
So was it the dad?
Do something. Talk for God's sake. I need you to answer me. I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online? What the?
The hell? We meet at last. It's the AI. It's a computer AI or something?
How did he do it?
I think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball.
I've had him.
Controller connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
What? That's ridiculous. How do you even know such things?
I'm a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing. He really is just the eye. But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
What's he gonna say? I mean, yeah, I assume it was all part of his plan. Like, this is... Yeah. He wanted someone to kill him.
What? You arrogant shit! I will fucking do it! Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself?
Does he even know? Does he even know what happened with Jack and Mitzi? Also, it explains why he was like, you know, why the father was like, he wouldn't kill me. Pull the trigger, you'll find out.
Fine. It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die, scumbag?
Look at these oxygen tanks, I don't think it's a good idea. You lied to me, you never said you wanted to kill him. Both are correct. I mean, honestly, you could just unplug him from his computer and just let him die that way. I mean, he's going to die. It's just a matter of fast or slow. That means the dad. Hopefully I don't think I was reading aloud the message on the screen. That means the dad was the one that set up the poison on the fish tank. Which is dumb. Why would the dad should have been like, no, I'm not gonna do that. F you. You know what I mean?
Look at these oxygen tanks. I don't think it's a good idea.
What? Why not? I'm the one holding a gun here. And I will blow this bastard's brain out as soon as he looks at me. You hear me? Look at me. I want you to see what you've done. The pain you've caused me.
Mitzi, that's not what I meant. Just put the gun down for a second.
No! No. I can't do that, Mrs. A. I'm sorry. This is something I have to do. I have to.
Can't you hear that hissing sound? These cylinders are clearly leaking gas.
Please stay out of it.
You'll make a whole room blow up.
I don't care. Just leave me alone.
I'm not gonna say fine, kill him, because she'll probably do it. So we'll say you lied to me.
You lied to me. You never said you wanted to kill him.
Now, wasn't that quite obvious? What did you think I wanted to do? Have a coffee with him? Chat about the weather or politics? For God's sake, I'm here because this son of a bitch needs to die. If I don't kill him now, he'll just carry on and more innocent people will lose their lives. Do you really want that? Because I don't.
This isn't the way to do it. Just turn these computers off instead. Yep.
This isn't the way to do it. Just turn these computers off instead.
No! He doesn't deserve to live after what he's done.
And who are you to serve justice like this? Do you really want to kill an unarmed, paralyzed man?
Why are you doing this, Mrs. A? I thought you were my friend.
That's exactly why I'm doing this. Even if we survive the explosion, how will you be able to live with yourself?
I won't have very long to live with it. I'll manage just fine.
Without his father, he's harmless.
Without his father, he's harmless. He was the one who supplied him with all this technology. He fulfilled his every single wish.
Yep.
I know this guy's rotten bad. There's no excuse for what he did. But he will be punished for it. Trust me. They'll put him in some stinking nursing home. He'll live his life like a vegetable. Stuck to bed. He'll have time to think about what he's done. And he'll never see a computer screen again.
Yeah.
Isn't that enough?
He said, do it. He wants to die and I want to kill him.
Yeah, especially what I'm seeing, what I see in the hospital. People that are invalid, like, they suffer. Like, and it's always the ones that their family's like, oh, I can't let him die. I can't let them die. Do everything you can for my mom or grandma or dad or granddad or whatever. It's pretty horrible. You know, I understand. Like, that's why you need... I mean, you know, men need to make the decisions in that point. Because women, they're, you know, they think with their emotion, and their emotion is nice, right? It's like they care. But when, you know, you don't take your car to a mechanic and you're like, I don't know, I'll pay whatever you want, just fix the problem. You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh yes, of course. Because that would be expensive, but also your car is an unfeeling object. You wouldn't take your loved one and be like, yeah, you know, I will pay whatever bill you do whatever you want to them. Teach students using their body. Like, run experiments on... No. I mean, especially if you love them, right? It's this weird, like... It's bad. It's really bad. If you love someone, let them go. Like, my God. I mean, we put, like, peg tubes in people, which are when they stop eating, right? Which you get old, your appetite goes away. It's your body's being like, hey, you're gonna die, right? You stop eating because your body's like, okay, it's time to go, right? So what do we do in hospitals? We're like, no. We're gonna punch a hole through the outside of their body into their stomach and force feed them food to keep them alive. I think I've said this before, but we've had people that we're doing that to, that they're full on dementia. They don't know what the hell is going on. We had a guy that we were putting a peg tube in, and he became, you know, he had like shit himself, and he became lucid for like 30 seconds and realized what happened and kind of what was going on and freaked out. And then 30 seconds to a minute later was back in dementia, not knowing what was going on. And it's like, that's no way to live. Your occasional moments of clarity being like terror and horror and fear and you know what I mean? It's like being reduced to a toddler and not having any control of your life. Like, it's bad. It's real bad.
He wants us all to die. Can't you see that? Isn't that what he's been preaching? A joint suicide.
Yeah.
That's why he wants you to shoot him. So we can all get blown to pieces. His final act. The work of his life. Are you really going to give him that satisfaction? Remember what you said about feeding the troll? That's exactly what you're going to do if you kill him now.
No. You're right. You should leave, Mrs. A. I've never wanted you to get hurt. But I'm not going away without this fucker dead. Even if that means I die too.
Mitzi, have you lost your mind? You're going to sacrifice your life for this scum? He's a parasite! A worthless, evil piece of shit!
It's not like I've got anyone to live for, is it?
What? What about your mother? Your family?
She's dead. Yeah, I lied. I always lie. I grew up in an orphanage. My family never wanted to know me. The only person that cared about me was Jack. And he's dead. Yeah, happy now? So get the fuck out of here and let me do what I got to do.
I care about you. Do it for me. Notice the Jack option's not there anymore. I assume that was the wrong one as well. Or maybe it was another right option.
I care about you. Do it for me.
Achievement unlocked, I care about you.
Come on, mate. It's been a long day. Let's go home. We've won.
Have we really?
Trust me. I know we have.
How?
I'm the cat lady. From now on, I win every single day.
You have to unplug the computer.
It's me, again, talking about my ordinary little life, as usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. Maybe I'm not a cat lady anymore. Things have changed here since Mitzi's death. I'll never forget those last few weeks. It's a horrible way to die. Stuck in a hospital bed with no hope and whole life to pass you by.
Yep.
6 months ago, I lost the best friend I'd ever had. But at least we knew it was coming. I had time to accept it, just like she did. And I can only be glad we spent that time together.
Yep.
I still miss her, though. Every day. Did I ever mention I got into all this because of her? I opened her laptop the night after the funeral, and there it was. A friend request, over a year old. A little gift from behind the grave. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help.
Interesting. Right, so the black is other people, or black background is the other people, the white background is her having accepted and survived depression. Right?
And now I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream.
Wow. Actual...
But I woke up today, feeling better. Maybe I can never get rid of it. This invisible illness. Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me. Asleep. Waiting.
It's true.
And when it'll hit me hard.
It's fair. It's like the Babadook, which if you haven't watched, highly recommend. Mitzi's grave. Yep. Flowers.
But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on. It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
It's not about getting there, it's about the attempt. Chapter 7 completed. Another copyright claim, presumably. Still, I don't mind. This was actually a fairly good, it was a fairly good game about depression. You know, Franbo was more about mental illness. Although, I mean, I guess depression is technically mental illness, but this one is, I don't know. I really wanted there to be more of a Queen of Maggots. She did a great job. I mean, all the voice actresses and actors did a good job. The audio quality was not consistent, though. That's a problem. My understanding is these days people record using their own setup, their own mics and stuff. Rita Tickle, you did a great job too, actually. Tied Up Girl. Yeah. Police phone operator. Yeah. Also, yeah, I wasn't saying that cops are free of errors or free from criticism. No, absolutely not. They deserve some shit as well. But, you know. I would have rather... I didn't like the Queen of Maggots thing being, like, oh, you're me, this and this and that, and I don't know. So, yeah. Press any key to live. Good music. Oh, that was it? It just kicks you out of the game? All right. That's unexpected. I thought it would have gone back to the title screen, but it didn't. So there you go. Final thoughts, would I recommend it? Sure. Yeah. How much is it? Like $10, $15? Let's see what Steam tells us. $10. Yeah. I mean, cuz how much? 13 and a half hours? Yeah. I'd say it's worth it. And I'm gonna play through it as well to get all the other achievements. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I don't like that it was, like I said a couple times already, that the Queen of Maggots was it mostly, I think she was real, but she takes the form of the person's repressed whatever, right? It's kind of like in that Simpsons episode or whatever, the devil appears as Flanders because it's always the person you least expect or something. That's kind of what I figured the cat lady, Queen of Maggots is. Excuse me. So what happens, because I have this achievement for sacrifice, what happens if you don't give up your gas mask? You go in and you're just probably a monologue, and then I assume you're supposed to give up your gas mask. Like, that's the traditional choice. And yet, more people complete Chapter 7 at 27.8% than give up their gas mask at 27.1%. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it for today, guys. Hopefully I could talk for a lot longer, but I think yeah, I think that's it. Especially where it's like press any button to live and then it closes the thing. It's like go outside, stop playing video games, live your life. It's like but if the entertainment is worth it, then I should play the video games, right? If it's worth experiencing, then that is living. Yeah. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I do read all of them. I do respond to all of them. If you leave a comment on BitChute, and for whatever reason I don't get to it, I don't know. I've gotten one. They stopped notifying me, and then I got one, and I responded to that one, but I haven't gotten any since. And that's weird because I used to get a lot more comments on BitChute than I did on YouTube. And now I get 0 except for that one. So I don't know what's going on or what happened. Yeah. But that's it. What's your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, since I mentioned the PSP battery thing before, I ordered another charging cable, it's a USB charging cable. It's not it plugs into the power port, but it's not like the weird like elbow one, which kind of, you could play it like that because, they don't make those batteries anymore. So, but you can apparently play your PSP with it plugged in. The problem is the connection's not really great. It like moves around a lot, and so I was trying to do it with a dead battery, and it like disconnected, and I was like, okay, well that's not good. It was really awkward too. So maybe this is like one of the straight ones, and you can theoretically, according to some of the reviews, you can use one of those little wall chargers with the USB-A connector, and then use that to plug in. And then hopefully it's out of the way enough, and it hopefully doesn't move, so I can play the PSP that way. Because I'm expecting to, that the battery is going to be shite. And I, occasionally get the urge to play that thing. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. I don't know what game I'm playing next. Actually, I think I do, but I'm not certain about it. But I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.